Great evening, ladies and gents. Great evening, great morning, great afternoon, wherever you may be. Let me just get myself all set up. A very good afternoon. Let me just say happy Wednesday from Bali. So I'm super excited. It has been a few weeks since I've been here on all things LinkedIn and just recently started going live on YouTube. And though I'm like, you know what? Get out of your comfort zone and go and do the thing. So, a very big welcome to those who joined me here on this afternoon's live. And even when you are catching it on replay, LinkedIn and also YouTube, a very big welcome. For those who I may not have spoken to previous to this very moment, my name is Tarra, and thank you very much for stopping by. So, just to begin, a brief introduction to myself, especially if you are new to my world of all things coaching and mentoring. So, I certainly am very honored and proud to be able to support and help men and women rebuild their level of self belief that sits within them. I'm very honored and proud to be able to help men and women strengthen their self trust, to be able to feel and be confident within who they are, with the ultimate goal of being able to create a life and a professional career that they actually want. So, a very big welcome once again, and let's get started. So, today's subject, today's title is about all things imposter syndrome. And this story or this title may actually resonate with so many of you out there. And it has actually come to light, I'm going to say about five or six different times throughout the last week. And one thing with myself, especially as a person who is a person who loves to certainly give from my heart, but one who, like, I know that I've got a solution based mindset. So when people are speaking to me or reaching out to me for support about the same thing, I'm like, how do my services and my knowledge and my skills and my heart align to what they are currently experiencing? So, yeah, let's speak into imposter syndrome. And can you tell I'm struggling to say it because I don't believe in it? So I want to speak into it. So, what is imposter syndrome? What is it? Like, you may be experiencing it right now. And if you are, and you're here with me on the live, please use the comment section below, whether you're watching it on LinkedIn and or YouTube. And even for those who are catching it on replay, let me know in your, like, from your lens, what does imposter syndrome sound like? I'm still struggling to say it. I'm honestly struggling to say it because I don't believe in it. And you may have heard from previous lives that, that I've conducted here online, where we can have all these fancy titles, but who are you without the titles? And I personally see, and once again, it's my own personal opinion, that I'm happy to share it with you all, is that imposter syndrome, there we go, the words are flowing, the energy is flowing a bit more. To me, is someone who has sat in a space for a long time where you've felt this urge that you've had to please other people. So you've sat in a space for so long where you've tried to please other people and you've put your own needs and your own desires just to the side. So doing that has become normal for you. You may also be sitting in a space where you're always doubting yourself. You're always questioning yourself, whether it's down to an outfit you're wearing, whether it's down to having a conversation, whether it's down to, should I start the business? Should I invest in a career coach? Should I go and go and sign up for a gym membership? Should I apply for that next job opportunity? And imposter syndrome is not it's not a medical injury or anything like that. I'm sure a doctor will not say you have imposter syndrome. No, ladies and gents, imposter syndrome is where you have forgotten who you are, where you have forgotten to stay true to what's important to you. So I would love to ask you, how long have you chosen to wear this hat? Call it a hat, a title, a badge, whatever you want to call it. How long have you chosen to wear this title for? And I'm sure, and I know for sure, actually, I know for sure it's going to be draining as frick. There was a stage in your life where you chose to accept this title as, I have imposter syndrome. So, yes, whenever it was. So, do yourself a favor. Starting this moment, when you're watching this live or on replay, do yourself a favor. Do your future version a favor. Do your family and friends and those that you truly love, do them a favor by taking off that damn hat called an imposter syndrome and allow yourself to start learning how to believe in yourself again. Because when we disconnect ourselves or when we experience certain things in life, you will acknowledge or you will feel a level of disconnection from who you are. And it's okay. There is nothing wrong with you. There's absolutely nothing wrong with you. Though at the same time, it actually comes back to you owning your journey, taking full responsibility of your own happiness, taking full responsibility for your life and how you want to live it. I have seen a lot of people on LinkedIn that have chosen to wear and still choose to wear the imposter syndrome title. And it's like they're happy to wear that title. Why would you be happy to wear a title like that that is keeping you in a place that is not moving you towards everything that you want? Like, ask yourself that question. Trust me, I used to sit in the space where oh my God, I would overthink and am I good enough? Should I do this? Maybe I should wait another year. Excuse my language, but fuck, life is so short, ladies and gents. Do not take your own knowledge, your own life, your own experience, personally and professionally, for granted. Do yourself a favor, literally, and imagine you've got this hat on and literally take it off. Then imagine yourself burning that hat. Then allow yourself to start choosing you. Start allowing yourself to step into the space of, you know what, I am freaking really important. You are really important. You don't have to sit in this place of playing victim. I used to. I used to for so many years, like, oh my God, feel sorry for me. No, you are better than that, ladies and gents. And it doesn't start with some fancy ass strategy. It starts with you learning to connect with yourself again. It starts with you learning to be comfortable and confident within who you are, no matter where you come from in the world. For those who are watching me on LinkedIn, if you've been, in my world and following me for many, many years, you would have known a Tarra who started in the mining industry, 2007, who was extremely insecure. So don't tell me that you cannot remove the imposter syndrome hat, because trust me, you can. Whether you're male or female, whether you're black, white, yellow, green, whatever you are, remove that damn hat, because you are the one that is creating your own suffering. And this is not a lecture. This is me coming on here to empower you to let yourself or empower yourself to remove that hat. Because what I love to do is really remind men and women, or simply ask you, how do you want to feel? Because when you wear that hat as an imposter syndrome person, I'm going to call it that, so that is a place where you feel stuck. That is a place where you lack in self-confidence, where you lack in self-belief. And you deserve so much more than that. So let me bring awareness and let's bring reference to how you actually want to feel. Imagine feeling or waking up each day knowing that whatever you believe in is absolutely freaking perfect, because these are your beliefs. Imagine waking up each day knowing that when you make a decision, you honestly trust yourself. You're like, yeah, I've got my own back. I don't need someone else's approval. And that is not about being cocky. That is not about ego. That is you fully trusting yourself. That is you saying, yep, I am here. No matter how old you are, no matter where you are in your business, no matter where you are in your professional career, no matter if you just finished university or you're studying, no matter what position you are in your professional life, know that this is your damn life, and it is so imperative, so damn important that you believe in yourself. It is even more important that you trust yourself to make decisions. This year, what month are we? July. July, I have personally, professionally, and in relationships traversed through a shitload of experiences. And if I didn't believe in myself and if I didn't trust myself, who knows where I would be? I have pivoted in so many different directions. I have literally stayed in 4 different continents. 1, 2, 3, I'm lying, 3. 3 different continents in 6 months. If I didn't believe in myself, if I didn't trust myself, I would not be here on this live with you on YouTube and also LinkedIn. Ladies and gents, you do not have to stay attached to imposter syndrome. So how do you want to feel? How would you rate the level of trust that you have within yourself? How confident are you within yourself? How confident are you when you're having conversations with people? How confident are you when you're in your working environment? How confident are you? There is a mosquito biting me. Please excuse me. Welcome to Bali, right? Okay, please stay there. I'm on this live, little mosquito. Anywho, so my question to you is, how do you want to feel? If you've been in a place for far too long where you may be feeling stuck, you may be feeling down in the dumps, and I know you don't want to be there. I know you don't want to stay there. So let me just share a few things with you. When you believe in yourself, you make really different decisions. You show up differently. Your posture is different. The tonality, the way that you converse and the way that you speak is extremely different. When you believe in yourself, you look after yourself in a different way. When you believe in yourself, you tend to say no to a lot more things, which is actually fantastic. When you believe in yourself, you will notice you show up differently in all aspects of your life. You even perform differently when you're in your working environment. And even those who are in business, I understand there's a fluctuations of emotions and energy and finances and clients. And though even for the business owners out there, you may experience time where you sit in self-doubt as well. And I would love to remind you that it's really, really important for us to bring awareness back to connection to self. Because we can all wear this facade and this fancy ass mask that we are confident and that we've got it together. But when you are empty and you're disconnected from who you are at the core of you being you, that facade and that mask will only last so long. And then at the end of the day, you may still feel empty and disconnected within who you are. So what would happen, ladies and gents, if you allowed yourself to literally just come home to you? Yes, it might sound all airy fairy and fluffy and rainbows and flowers. Though put all these titles to the side, put your responsibilities just to the side for a moment. Because how long do you want to keep operating in your life and running on low, running on E when it comes to how you feel within yourself about you? Tonight's conversation, yes, the title is Imposter Syndrome, but see, I struggled to say it again. However, the main cause or the main purpose of tonight's conversation is about connection. Connection to who you are. Connection to bringing awareness to what's important to you. Bringing awareness to what are your goals. And it's never too late to go after and actually create the life you want to create. In the last 6 months with where I've traveled in the world, I've met some really phenomenal people. Great evening. How are you? Where are you from in the world? Had to improve yourself? Okay, no problem. Thank you. And if you'd like to expand on that, feel free. Just use a comment box. That's why it's there. Yeah, I've met some really, really inspiring and really phenomenal people globally. in the last 6 months, last 7 months. And it does not matter. Like, I've met men and women in all different demographics, all different professional careers. And it really blows my mind. It blows my mind, but it doesn't blow my mind in regards to what can be achieved. And it really comes down to the power of our thoughts. I say the power of our thoughts, but I also know it's our connection to source. So can you imagine living your life if you currently believe that you have imposter syndrome? Can you imagine living your life actually believing in yourself again? And I know you can. Just take a moment to close down your eyes and imagine how liberated you will feel, how empowered you would feel each day when you literally get out of bed, when you put your feet on the ground. You know, like you're like, yes, I've got my shit together. I've got myself together. I actually believe in myself. I don't need someone else's approval. I believe in what's important to me. I believe in my goals. I believe in my desires. And I believe that I'm worthy of living a really freaking amazing life. And then let's expand on that. Can you imagine waking up each day actually trusting yourself? You make a decision when it comes to your career and you said, yes. You know, you'll say to yourself, I've been in this career or in this position, in this industry for 10 plus years. And just because I've been in that position for so long does not mean you have to stay there, which is absolutely right again, because you get to choose how you want to live your life in your professional career. And just because you've done something for so long does not mean you have to stay there. Let me be an example. I was a recruiter for 15 years. Was it hard for me to step out of that space and step out of that industry? Yes. Do I regret it? No. Was it difficult? Yes. Would I do it again? Yes. I would leave. I was happy to leave that position. And that's where self-belief and self-trust comes into play. So imagine waking up each day and you trusting yourself. You making new decisions for you, for your health, for how you want to feel. You might even change your entire wardrobe. You might be a person who loves Muay Thai and you want to start doing yoga. You might love yoga and you're extremely flexible, and then you're like, no, you know what? I want to go focus on strength training. So you go and do something totally different and totally out of your comfort zone. Why? Because you believe in yourself. 2, because you trust yourself. Even those in business, you may have had an offer that you've been offering for, a long time, and they may no longer resonate with you. Let yourself believe in yourself. Let you trust yourself, and then let you follow through by taking the relevant action. So ladies and gents, don't stay attached to that title, that hat called imposter syndrome. There is a phenomenal amount of support and guidance available for each of you out there. I even have coaches and mentors in my world, and I have no shame in saying I've got a coach and a mentor. Like, why would I be embarrassed? Just because I choose to wear the hat as a coach or a mentor does not mean I've got my shit down pat. We are human. We experience the ebbs and the flows of life, right? There are days when I'm on an absolute high. There are days where I'm like, shit, what am I doing? Then yes, self-doubt comes up. Fear can come up. So I'm extremely grateful for the tools that I have and the wisdom that I have to help me navigate my way through that. And sometimes these tools actually include me calling my younger sister, calling my family in New Zealand and crying, having a cry, having a glass of red wine, going to move my body. Then I'm like, Tarra, come on, get yourself together. So we're human. So don't let yourself continue to stay in the space where you say, I've got imposter syndrome because now that's why I can't do anything. People will help and support and guide you, ladies and gents, and though it starts with you saying, I'm open to receiving support and guidance. It comes back to you literally taking ownership and full responsibility of your own life and your career. When I have clients that come into my world for career coaching, I don't sit there and hold their hand and feel sorry for them. I'm here to support and guide them and empower them. And most importantly, I ask them, what's important to you? What are your values? And the way you're living your life, is it really aligned to what's important to you? So whether you're catching this on replay, I would love to receive some feedback in regards to when will you choose to remove that hat? Knowing it's not about me, knowing it's about you. It's about you allowing yourself to actually connect with yourself again. And yes, some horrible things and traumatic things can happen in our lives, which can knock the level of self-belief that we have within ourselves. Really shitty things can happen in our lives, personally, in relationships, financially, all the things in life, right? Where it can actually make you feel like you are no longer confident within who you are and what you believe in. I get it. So don't stay in that space. This is where, when you choose to actually make you a priority, make you a priority is by making a decision. Then the next step is you asking yourself, how do you actually want to feel? And then you may go down the pathway of choosing to invest in a coach or a mentor. Or you may choose to start stepping into personal development and expansion and growth. And that may look like podcasts, books, YouTube, all the things. So I know with myself, when it came to professional coaching and mentoring, I wanted to move fast. I didn't want to drag my feet. So yes, I invested in a beautiful coach. Honestly, there was one, and I'm sure a lot of people who are watching this, you would have heard me say this many, many times, and I'll continue to say it. Investing in a coach, and it was a group coaching container with the beautiful Nadine Muller. It was $25,000 for 3 months, and people were like, "Oh my God, Tarra!" Trust me, it was actually one of the best investments ever, because I believed, hand on heart, and this is my belief, that if I didn't make that decision at that point in time, I would not be here. I would not be working online. I would not be living the way that I'm living. This year alone, I've been to Qatar. I have been to, whoops, Tara, watch out. I've been to Qatar. I've been to Morocco teaching yoga. I've been back to Qatar. I'm working online. I'm sharing the practice of yoga, showing up for coaching and mentoring clients. I'm now in Bali at a 5-star resort, sharing the practice of yoga here. And then after this, I'm going back to the Middle East. If I didn't invest in myself by having a coach in my world 3-4 years ago, I know I would not be here. So has it been an easy road? Absolutely not. So the more and more you choose to invest in yourself, the more and more you believe in yourself, the more and more you trust in every decision you make in all aspects of your life, your level of self-confidence will naturally increase. And when you feel like you're knocked down or you've come up against a challenge, it comes back down to you knowing who you are, letting yourself stay connected to who you are. Your beliefs, your values, what's important to you, your lineage, your roots, your ancestry, right? Where you are from. All that combined is really, really powerful. And so, I do have a beautiful container called Connect. And Connect is for the men and the women who are ready to learn how to rebuild your own self-belief. Connect is for the men and women who are ready to learn how to literally strengthen the level of trust that you have within yourself. I'm not here to say, come into my world and I can remove imposter syndrome. No. Come into my world and let yourself receive the support and guidance you deserve. Come into my world and I'll show you how to rebuild your self-belief and your self-trust. And that will naturally dissolve this title of imposter syndrome. It starts here, ladies and gents. It's not on the outside. Some of you may be following me on Instagram and you may have just seen that I put up this post, and it's about some people love to spend. Let's use the word spend. Some people like to spend $5,000 on a designer handbag, a designer watch. Though they refuse to invest in themselves, they feel that this handbag or this watch is going to bring them an elevated level of confidence. Yeah, it will for a certain time. They remove that handbag, remove that watch, and then how do you feel? Empty. But what would happen if you saved all that time and you started investing in yourself by starting to learn how to believe in yourself again, by learning how to trust yourself again? Because when you believe in yourself and when you trust yourself, you will 110% show up differently in conversations, in your posture, in your business, and in your working environment. If you are ready to rebuild your self belief, if you are ready to elevate your self confidence and your self trust, the trust that sits within yourself, so you no longer have to wait for someone's approval, so you no longer have to wait for someone's validation, so you don't have to sit in self doubt anymore, come and join Connect. We start the first week of August. It's a 12-week group online coaching experience. At the end of the day, ladies and gents, this is your life. You need to focus on what's important to you. What are your values? And how do you actually want to live your life? Because you were not born or created and brought into this beautiful world on this earth to suffer. If you'd love to, connect and have a chat, drop into my inbox, especially those on LinkedIn. Or if you'd love to actually sign up and just get started. Trust yourself to step forward and to register. Whether you're on LinkedIn and or on YouTube, please comment the word connect and I'll send you the registration link. So we actually start on the 4th of August. How crazy is it? Speaking about August, how fast does the time go? If there's any questions, please reach out, leave it in the comment section. Those on LinkedIn, feel free to jump into my inbox with any questions. And if you feel that there's someone in your world that could really benefit from tonight's live, please feel free to share it. Because I know what it's like to try and live my life where I don't believe in myself. I literally had a lack of self-belief. My confidence was at an extreme low. And I don't want people to live like that. You may actually have a really beautiful title in your professional career, though inside, without your title, you may be suffering. And you don't have to suffer no more. And please know it is actually a massive strength for you to start choosing yourself. And it's a massive strength for you to allow yourself to receive support and guidance. Let me tell you, there is nothing wrong with you if you choose to have a coach or a mentor in your world. That's just your damn ego talking. Put it to the side. You know, I have more men reaching out to me on LinkedIn in regards to how do I elevate, how do I increase my self-confidence, Tarra. And these are men that are in really high leadership positions. So if that doesn't speak volumes, I don't know what does. So put your ego to the side. If you think it is a sign of weakness, if you have a coach or mentor in your world. Ladies and gents, start to focus on learning how to rebuild your self-belief. If you're ready to learn how to trust yourself again, come and join me inside my group container called Connect. Just comment the word Connect below and I'll send you all the details, the registration link and etc. Wishing you all a beautiful evening. It is time to go and have a glass of wine and some dinner. And I'm sending you so much love, and may you actually allow yourself to know you don't have to suffer in this world, especially here. You don't deserve it. And though we all know that change can be scary, though staying in the same place is even scarier. So if you feel that calling and you're ready to connect with you, most importantly, coming home to who you are. And this is not just for women. I support men and women. This is about you learning to be honest with yourself and you learning to support yourself more than ever. To get out of here and get into here. Because when you believe in yourself, when you trust yourself, you honestly show up so differently. Your opportunities are different. Your confidence is different. The people you choose to engage with and or not engage with is very, very different. The rooms you choose to enter are a lot more powerful and a lot more expansive and rewarding when you believe in yourself and when you trust yourself. I can see my beautiful friend over there standing. Don't worry, I'm nearly finished. Anywho, ladies and gents, I'm going to leave it there. May you all have a wonderful Wednesday. No matter if you're catching it on replay, thank you for stopping by. Any questions, any comments, leave them below. My name is Tarra, if we haven't met. And a few things that I love to do is helping men and women rebuild their self-belief, helping them strengthen their self-trust, helping men and women elevate their self-confidence. Why? So you know how to actually create a life and a career that actually aligns to everything that you want. Good night, ladies and gents. Talk to you soon. Lots of love from Bali, and I will tune in with you very, very soon.